This Troper is Gus Zagarella, and I'm the so-called coward.
This Troper is Meg Tootin, and I'm a sensei for scoundrels.
And this Troper is Henry Galley, and I'm a resurrected murderer. Watch out.
And welcome to Troper Fails, the show where we take you back to the past and play the shitty games that suck ass.
What?
That's an angry video
And
game.
it always works!
Yeah! That was always the intro. What are you talking
threw
about?
Meg off the rhythm with a bit of angry video game nerd there.
Hey, we do a little trolling. Eh?
This is actually going to be one of our most focused episodes ever, because we are jumping right into it.
Don't lie to me, Henry.
No, it will be, because that opening actually leads very nicely into a very, very cringeworthy, yet oddly nostalgic first story.
Oh boy.
The trope is an old familiar in the sense of we are once again plumbing the subhuman subconscious with all just a dream.
Now, this is a contentious trope. Some people will even go out on a limb and say that this is a terrible thing to happen in fiction. I am now just realizing the implications of people saying that this happened to them in real life. Holy shit,
Yeah,
this is gonna be cringe.
Yeah, the funniest thing of all just a dream in real life is it's just a dream.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, yeah, it was all just a dream.
I think what's funny is, we've discussed dreams on this channel a lot before. We had our video just talking about subscriber dreams. Which was...
And nightmares.
Yeah. I always think of the cloud saying, "You'll wish you hadn't said that."
For me, it's always been the bop. You know, that classic
the
German
little knight who
folktale
lives behind
creature.
the wood stove. So let's see if Troper dreams are more or less weird and creative than that. So
I bet they're less, because these people are gonna be like, oh, but Batman was there, for clout. Oodle Doodle would not get you any clout on TV tropes, though.
It was Haruhi and Elle, and they were my best friends.
I dreamed about Batman and my penis made the white. Okay, here we go.
And then my pillow was gone.
Yeah, here's the
Oh
first
my God.
story. I had many such dreams, 2 of which are awesome. The first was a sort of Mortal Kombat sort of thing, but instead of the regular characters, we had characters from the DC universe, that guy with the glasses, the Warner siblings from Animaniacs, the bots from Mystery Science Theater 3000, Peanuts,
This
Calvin
is
and Hobbes,
SEO plumbing.
and a few characters that I made up myself. They had less gory fatalities because I'm a tad squeamish, but just as awesome. For example, Wacko hammered his opponent into the ground with a mallet. Linkara did his "I'm a man" punch. The nostalgia chick pulled a big-lipped alligator moment, and many more awesome stuff.
How do you kill somebody with that?
I don't
Does
know.
that mean that the alligator from All Dogs Go to Heaven just
Literally shows up and eats them.
yeah,
then-
I'm assuming that's what that is.
And then I woke up
Yeah.
wanting a video game of it.
I feel like this is the Troper version of being like, my 6-year-old just asked me why there's no good rap music anymore.
Yeah.
You know, like this did not happen to you. You're just framing it as a dream so that you're not having the post that's just, what if there was a fighting game with all of the things that I like in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, when is the like channel awesome DLC for Multiversus?
Velma sends Doug Walker to jail.
Oh my god. The thing that this does remind me of is that, like, I remember just the golden era of people just lying about characters that could be unlocked in video games.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you do this secret code or you go here, suddenly you can play like as LeBron in GTA. I don't know, I'm just thinking of characters who are in multiverses now.
Yeah. Multiversus is like the ultimate, like, defictionalizing that thing. But I remember, like, way back when, like, people would say that, like, oh, Knuckles and Sonic are in Super Smash Bros. Melee. You just have to, like, beat, like, 25 guys in Cruel Melee. Like, that was a really popular one. There was also one that resulted, and I hate to put him on blast like this, of my brother just straight up lying to me about a game.
Oh no, what
I mean,
game
that's
did
what
he lie
brothers
about?
do. They just straight up lie to you.
It's true, they are filthy, filthy liars.
I believe it was like Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and he was telling me that, like, he saw this video of, like, a guy, like, who was heavily sleep deprived playing the game, and until he unlocked Usopp from One Piece in the game.
That is such a cruel lie that feels so perfectly tailored to get specifically, like, child you to play too much Smash Bros.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, so he described this video as the guy like leaning against the screen like with his like bloodshot eyes, and he was like, I need to unlock Usopp. And that image has always stuck with me. I remember asking him like, oh, well, like, how did he do it? Can I go find the video? Where did you find the video? And like my younger brother says to me, oh no, the video's too scary. I don't want to show you it.
Video.
That's a Jay from the In-Betweeners move.
It
That's
really
like,
is.
yeah, I unlocked Usopp in Smash.
I completed it.
I unlocked Sonic in FIFA.
Yeah, it's like...
Sonic's not in FIFA. Why would he be in FIFA? That's a soccer game.
You just haven't unlocked it.
You just haven't unlocked it because I completed it. You can't complete FIFA.
I'm just picturing your brother being like, Gus, if you complete the final level, you unlock a person who is willing to talk about Bleach with you.
You're so mean to him about Bleach.
God,
and for
brutal.
why?
I have no opinion on Bleach.
See, that's why it's weird as you're so invested in that.
I'm Eisen. Okay, so...
Stop!
I was just gonna say, the idea of, like, a scary unlockable is just like, yeah, if you sacrifice a goat before your GameCube, Usopp appears in Mario Sunshine, and he helps you out.
If you stand in front of a mirror and you say Bayonetta 3 times...
She'll joke you off with her magic hair.
If you say, ravioli, give me the grabberoli, the grabber is unlocked in Multiversus.
Listen, if somebody told me that the Duke from Resident Evil was unlockable in Smash Brothers, I would believe them. I would go to the ends of the earth.
Yeah, no, he is a playable character. I actually have him. He has both his regular skin and then like the vampire skin from the DLC. You can't play my game though, man.
We're gonna have to talk about this on mic, Gus, because I need you to tell me how to get him.
It's too scary. The way to unlock him is so scary.
Show it to me. I pull out a gun. Show it to me right now.
I had to sacrifice a lot of goats.
So many goats, a whole farm.
Yeah.
Audience members, before we move on to this guy's second dream, what is a quixotic quest you've gone on in a video game? Tell us down below. Okay.
What's yours, Henry?
God, I'm trying to think. Because the funny thing is, the reason I think a lot of these myths, even though as an adult they seem like complete bullshit, hold water, is because if you think about it, in the history of games, there has been some weird fucking unlockables. Like,
yeah.
I'm just thinking about, like, probably the most infamous, the GTA San Andreas hot coffee thing.
Oh, yeah.
AKA, they've only gone and done a bloody sex issue of GTA.
GTA,
right.
they've only gone and done a bloody sex level.
Yeah. So it's like, if that's the case, maybe Usopp in Smash Brothers doesn't feel that crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm intrigued by this author. What is the second dream that he's bringing to the table?
Yeah, so this is one that makes the chungus of the first one feel irrelevant with its weirdness. The second one I can barely remember. It involved a cat fight between Fifi LaFume and Minerva Mink. Yakko and Wakko and I watched. I woke up panting because it was hot. I'm mildly freaked out because 1, I'm not a furry. 2, it involved darn weird BDSM elements that I was totally freaked out was. The hot outweighed the freaky, however.
Then you're a furry now.
You're a furry now. If you have a fucking sex
animal.
dream about Minerva Mink and Fifi LaFume from not Animaniacs, from Tiny Toons Adventures, I'm sorry, you are a furry.
Wait, Tiny, how old are these characters?
Don't think about
possibly
it.
a lolicon.
Yeah, you may be a...
No, but the way that's written, that's also a child.
Yeah, true.
It's age appropriate.
Fair. I just love
that's
this
true,
idea of, like, Yakko and Wakko were watching
They
it.
watched.
They were yakking and whacking it.
I'm sorry, that got me so much. Just the idea.
That's such a puerile joke, but it's so fucking...
He's just watching this like cat fight, and he's like, oh, I don't know how I feel about this. And Yakko and Wakko 1 are like, what's the problem? We love it.
Well, I mean, it's not being a furry for them because they're also like ambiguous species anthro characters.
Do you think as Yakko nutted, he yelled "Good night, everybody"?
They're one of us. It isn't furry, you see.
It's not even Wacko now. It's just Paul McCartney at that masturbation party he went to.
Come together, John. Over me.
It's me, Paul McCartney. I disguised as a cartoon dog cat. I don't know what this thing is. Animal of some sort.
I always thought they were dogs.
I'm now obsessed with this
But I think
idea.
they could be like weasels or something because they've got those little red noses.
They're perverts. We know that
Yeah,
much.
they are.
They're
Dirty
fucking
perverts. Except
disgusting
Dot.
perverts.
Dot has done nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Dot wasn't there. Dot didn't watch this voyeuristic like Tiny Toons battle.
Yeah, Dot was not allowed to this like BDSM cartoon anthro wrestling session.
The author of the Troper who did this one, like their presence there, they're a kid, whatever. Yakko and Wacko have jobs in the industry. This is like a huge
casting
scandal.
couch.
They should not
This is
be
the Looney
there.
Tunes universe casting couch.
Yo, they should not be there though. Those are Tiny Toons. It's in the name.
Just the idea of like Yakko Warner. No, Yakko Weinstein.
No!
Gotta get these boys out of here. Hot damn. Let's go to another dream and hope it's less perverse.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah. So, I have had many vivid dreams since childhood. But this is a case of the weird, like, troper pronoun thing. Because it's, I have had many weird dreams since childhood. He can still remember one dream when he was 6. He dreamt that after sucking his thumb, he bit it in half and then multiple strands of live hairs came out. Inverted in another, where he dreamt he used the toilet and in fact pissed in his bed.
Why would you self-report like that?
His most fondest dream.
There's another one where he shitted in the bed.
And so he follows this up with his most fondest dream. What is his most fondest dream?
Father, I have a most treasured dream.
It's one where I shit the bed.
Yes, Tibble, I have to shit my pants.
Anyway, so here's his fondest dream. His fondest dream, however, was one he had during the summer of 2008. He dreamt he was an unwilling civilian in the middle of the war who was mistaken to be a soldier. Fireballs and modern weapons littered the place, and he could feel every bit of the action. Getting to the point, I got shot by a sniper rifle in the chest, felt the pain, and woke up in the dream. Then he woke up in real life, and could feel the pain in the chest for half an hour
Why
later.
is that your most fondest dream, you little freak?
Yeah, wait, why is he like, oh, my favorite dream was when I thought
When I was in the fucking war.
I got shot.
I think maybe it's that he's like, it's his fondest dream, because he's like, well, at least I didn't piss the bed in this one.
I had a dream when I was with these soldiers came up to me and they're like, hey, you're not supposed to be in this war zone with piss in your pants.
I had this dream that the Allied soldiers called me a little pee-pee boy, and then I was hung at Nuremberg.
I thought you were gonna say that, like, they made me piss at gunpoint.
Piss your pants right now. Piss your pants right now, civilian.
Little pee-pee boy.
I looked
pee-pee boy.
closer at the soldiers. Wait, Yakko Warner?
Oh, you gotta piss your pants. You gotta piss your pants right now.
Just the idea of the Warner Brothers in military uniforms forcing a little boy to piss himself at gunpoint is such a threatening image.
That is Doug Walker.
Why are the Warner Brothers just tormenting children? Who lets them get away
I had
with
a dream
this?
similar to that though, because I had this one dream where I was in like a post-apocalyptic wasteland, and in the dream I was I was paralyzed from the waist down, like I had no use of my legs in this dream, and when I woke up and I realized that like I am fully abled and can walk in real life, I cried. Because I was like, it's a miracle, my legs are back.
I considered it my fondest dream.
It's really not.
It's like,
I'll tell you about my fondest dream, but
Yeah.
we don't have all day.
that's for the Patreon.
Does it involve the Duke for Resident Evil?
No.
8?
Shut up! Yes, it did! Stop asking!
Okay, so hopefully, alright, I think we have another series of dreams, and hopefully none of these involve, like, the oddly, almost sexual torment of the dreamer. This first one
Dream
is...
forgets itself because it repeats itself, don't you know, Henry?
The dream whacks itself because it yaks itself.
No, it works itself because
Now piss your goddamn pants.
it pisses itself.
Dream
shits itself.
because it shits itself.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Yeah, nobody fucking watched Amsterdam. This bit is for no one.
To be fair, we haven't either. We just saw the clip on Twitter.
Oh, God.
Why should a savvy cinephile limit their references only to the movies they've seen?
Yeah, that's just basic. So this next one, we have more pronoun weirdness. Which I think out of context sounds because
Sounds
of
like the genders these days, am I right?
But no, it is in fact pronouns in the grammatical sense, such as, I cursed herself for dreaming about Neutral Milk Hotel's next album, sigh. On the other side, she dreamed of the Nostalgia Critic's review of Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, cursed herself again for its not being true. Then in parentheses, this was before it was announced, and then checked his next 8 Nostalgia Critics, ... Why is this the second dream that guy with the glasses?
He had such a fucking stranglehold
on the minds of a generation.
On the youth of that era.
If there was a case study for like the Troper Tales syntax, I think we'd like have that definitely be one of the major examples of just like this kind of jumping around, writing out the size, having the Nostalgia Critic mentioned in there.
This is my postdoctoral thesis on trope language.
Yeah.
The linguistics of TV tropes.
The idea of like, don't worry guys, I speak Troper, I can communicate with
I'm
them.
an anthropologist, I'm here to study you and live among you.
You walk in and you're just like, bad credit card!
And everybody is like, ah yes, one of us.
Just the idea of like doing the Nostalgia Critic yells to communicate with like, just like, ah! And then like someone from the bushes is just like, ah! Ah!
To be fair, that's just like, that's you know, inner city Sydney
And then
on a Friday night.
And then they all pull out their reviewer guns and start returning fire at you. Okay, This next one is weird because if you don't know this show, this will mean literally nothing, which is why it's so funny to me. Alright, are you ready? Alice 2 dreamed that Camp Lazlo was uncancelled. Is there any knowers of
Yes,
Camp
I
Lazlo?
do.
Wasn't it just a kind of lame Cartoon Network show?
Yeah, it was a Cartoon Network show where it was like a bunch of animals. It was kind of like, it was like an animated Salute Your Shorts.
It's one of those
they were all
things-
animals.
It's one of those things...
And I sincerely hope that the elephant character was voiced by an Indian
Oh,
actor,
yes.
but I know in my heart that he was not.
It was Fisher Stevens from
Yeah, it
Short
was Mr.
Circuit
Stevens
again.
It's one of those shows that can be best described as a SpongeBob-like.
Yeah.
I would personally describe that show as, oh man, another 20 minutes before Ed, Edd n Eddy is on. I guess I'll watch this because YouTube isn't a thing we use yet.
Yeah, YouTube hasn't been invented yet. I gotta watch fucking Camp Lazlo.
Anyway, time for Alice 2's Camp Lazlo dream. She was puzzling over whether this was a good idea or not when a commercial for the new season came on. The whole summer camp theme was getting old, so the new season was set in autumn. Camp Lazlo ... in school. Everyone shared classes in an American school, even though Lazlo's from Brazil and Raj is from India. There was no mention of the camp setting, so Lumpus and Slinkman were completely dropped. Edward and Lazlo were in the same grade. Pothole was the principal. The show's title no longer made sense. The horror!
She predicted Camp Coral.
Yeah, then I woke up. See Troper Tales Catapult Nightmare.
This is why Ed and Eddy was the superior show, because the characters and their setting could last with them in school in the later season. Yeah.
Yeah, and it worked, and it was totally fine.
I still to this day have dreams where I am watching the sequel to Brad Silberling's 2004 Series of Unfortunate Events movie starring Jim Carrey and Meryl Streep. I still, to this day, have, like, recurring dreams where that series continued. Probably because of the existence of the movie Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Kate Winslet plays Kit Snicket, and then I wake up and I'm just like, God damn it. Elon Musk, invent a chip in my brain that records my dreams, please. Because I want to live in that world.
With Elon Musk, you'd then have to pay like $8 a month for it, and then it like shorts out and sets on fire.
It sucks the dream out of your head like the thing in SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Yeah, can anyone else invent it? Not Elon Musk, because like he'd be the biggest fucking dick about it.
You know he would use it to Freddy Krueger himself into people's dreams.
Yeah, into
He'd be
Union
like,
Boss's
wow,
dreams.
everyone's dreaming about me. And all their good dreams, I'm in it. Me,
Yeah,
Elon
guys,
Musk, the main character of Twitter. So says my paycheck.
More people dreamed about Joe Biden tonight than about me. We need to change this. Change the dream algorithm, guys.
Elon Musk airbrushing Joe Biden out of the dreams of America.
That's so
More people are dreaming about Nostalgia Critic than you, Elon Musk.
Burning.
them fighting. Also, I've got to say, this is calling back some absolute video deep lore on this channel.
Yeah.
But invoking Camp Lazlo has a similar kind of what year is this effect to that one time I brought up the Cramp Twins on Ponderover once.
That's so true.
Of just, no one should remember this.
Just the sudden, like, injection of memories that our bodies and minds rejected.
We move on to the next stream. I finally won the Academy Award for Best Director for his well-paced, well-acted science fiction film that finally got the Academy and critics to respect science fiction and take it out of the sci-fi ghetto. Looking resplendent in his boss tux, he got up on stage and shook hands with Steven Spielberg himself and even got a kiss from Charlize Theron before commencing with his acceptance speech. He thanked God, in all caps, and his mother, his cast,
Amari
and was about to thank the studio when he tragically woke up to realize that the proceeding was simply his hopes and dreams, emphasis on dreams. He literally almost wept, but alas, he had to go to work pushing pencils and filing papers.
That is Amari Stevenson, I think.
It really could be.
There's something so, I mean, not any more than confessing the dreams where you wee-weed your bed, but there's something so weirdly sad about self-reporting your, Oscar fantasies.
What if this entry had ended with just and so then I went back to my job, being a movie director.
I also just love this idea of a kiss from Charlize Theron just being something that apparently comes with Oscars now. That's how they get anyone to care. You'll get an Oscar, and also Charlize Theron will kiss you.
With tongue.
Yeah. Does she get any say in this? We'll find out later.
It would have been really funny if he was just and I got my kiss from Steven Spielberg too. I'm bisexual. Plot twist.
Just, I had a threesome with Steven Spielberg and Charlize Theron, and my Oscar had to watch.
Yeah, I made it watch. I made their Oscars watch.
God damn. Okay, so the last dream, and we're back into child endangerment, assuming this is a child.
Damn it.
I have a lot of vivid dreams, ranging from batshit insane to believable. He lists a bunch of things, but in a deeply unfortunate turn of events. The first thing on the list is he's partied with Michael Jackson, followed by save the world while riding on the head of a gigantic dragon carved out of solid ice, fought a never-ending battle against a horde of cosplaying ninja zombie koalas.
Yeah, but, it did end.
Yeah.
Mate, you woke up.
Shori...
So, it's not a never-ending
Maybe.
battle.
Shoryuken the fat guy for swiping the last potato chip.
Wow!
Killed Death and usurped his power and tried to outsmart the eagle-headed version of Two-Face in a long series of false awakenings.
Wow.
Okay, so this person is... I love the energy of flexing everything that didn't happen to you.
Half of these dreams feel like things that John Quaintance told us wasn't funny.
Mind fight.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of mind fight.
Yeah, I'm such a badass. If you wrong me, I'm gonna have a fucking awesome fight with you in my mind and beat the shit out of you
In my
there.
dream.
There's gonna be, badass funk music playing as I destroy you in my brain.
You have no idea the things I'll do to you in my vengeance fantasies.
And Yakko and Wacko will be watching.
Yeah.
And they will be
yakking
yakking and or whacking.
Okay, we'll do one more little teeny tiny trope before the end of this episode. Amazonian beauty.
Ooh.
This is Imari.
Wowie zowie,
This is another one
mamma
where I think
mia.
we're about to eat. We're about to meet Imari.
We're about to eat Imari
About
and
to
gain his
eat.
powers.
We're about to gain. See, the thing is, if you eat Amari Stevenson, you gain the power of like ultimate confidence,
Yeah.
but you lose
Skill.
your Riz.
I can't believe I was just about to make an eating ass reference, but then you went for the more obscure poll, which on Troper Fails is the correct joke to make.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true.
Always.
I will eat Imari Stevenson's ass. Call me sir. Anyway, so
Amazonian beauty.
And it's naturally going to be a dude being super normal about a woman he knows. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
This Troper's first crush was a farm girl who moved to his area around the time he started high school. The first thing I noticed about her was how beefy her arms and shoulders were, and she was never shy about showing them off. My favorite example of this was when a guy in our English class did the classic "Have you seen my beach ball?" routine, trying to impress, and she was like, please, and rolled up her own sleeve, revealing that her muscles were quite a bit bigger than his. Add to this that, while looking good to begin with, she eventually became absolutely gorgeous, had glasses, and had a personality reminiscent of the manic pixie dream girl, and it took me a long time to notice anyone else. Someone replied with, and just why did you let her get away? You missed out on a real prize there, pal.
There's no way that girl's straight.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
The other thing, too, is that, like, she had a personality just like a Manic Pixie Dream Girl, meaning that he invented a personality for her.
Yeah,
Let's be
exactly.
real.
Exactly. I love that this is just a thing on TV tropes that, like, dudes who have, like, mad crushes but no confidence go and tell, like, weird internet strangers. I mean, actually, no, do you know what, to be fair, it's not just dudes, it's gender equality on Troper
Because I just
Fails.
thought about the two
the Bishunen.
No, and the two guys, the one who's like good at dirt bikes and the other one who plays video games and
I was thinking about the one who had like a literal just link to a picture
Yes!
of the person in her thing.
Yeah, don't do that. Also, I was gonna say that, like, when the craziest twist of the century be like, yeah, my first crush, I met this girl on this farm, and she was so beefy. My friends and I snuck over when she was asleep and pushed her over, and it was very funny. She was a literal cow.
Oh, it's not even Hugh Cow, just hey. The Hugh Cow's pretty hot, but I'm going even further. Cow. It's like, that's just a cow, sir.
She could eat the hell out of some grass.
Her milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
The farmer sold me some of her milk and was like, you're taking an awful lot of interest in this milk. And I was like,
She helps me make my own. Oh.
abort mission.
This is the end of this episode. Goodbye, everyone.
Good night, everybody.